Bill, the color of a 4x4 van. Thought I'd give you an update today. Been getting a little bit of stuff done the last couple of days after work. Start with, I have heat. I got the fireplace installed and up and running today. And I've done a review of this Dickinson Marine P9000 fireplace heater. I have it in the van. I'll link that video below. You can check out all the details of it there. A couple of changes for the newer version. One, they added this metal grid on the front of the glass here, I guess to for safety. And they changed the interior fan from an old DC type fan to a computer case fan now. That's a little quieter. So that's the two differences I've seen. Other than that, exactly the same as what I have in the van. And right now it's keeping it just under 66 degrees in here. That's with the vent fan running at 10%. And I have that window up there in the vent position. And you can see it's about 37 degrees outside. So not bad. This little fireplace heater will take the van to 3 seasons for us. Just this. I don't have to use the furnace in the van for spring, summer, or fall at any altitude. So it puts out okay heat. The two problems with the van were a lot of glass in the van. And it's all single pane automotive glass all the way around. And the high top on the van is about 3/16 of an inch thick fiberglass high top with no insulation. So even though I insulated everywhere I could and did everything I could to seal it up, it's still not very efficient at holding the heat in. Whereas this has all of this, you know, the 4-inch thick walls and a lot of extra insulation. The windows are dual paned insulated glass. So I was never able to get the van up to these kind of temperatures unless it was really warm outside using just this. And right now I have this set at lower than low. See, it has the low and then it has a high setting officially, but you can turn the knob in between those and you can take it below low to where this is where it just barely is running. So it's at the lowest possible it can go. And it's getting those kind of temps in here, which is pretty good. The other downside of these is it's not thermostat controlled. You have to open this up, physically light it. You do have the gas control, and you have the fan on-off switch, and the fan is on a speed control. But that's the only controls you have. It's kind of like a fireplace in a house. You light the fire, and the only controls you really have on the temperature are how much wood you put in it or how much fuel you use. So that's the same with this. So this is something you'd use more when you're in here at night or early mornings when you want to warm it up to get up and going in the morning. As far as the overall heating, that's when I'll have the Truma, and I'll set that to a temp, and that'll run all the time when I'm out. I can even set it as low as 40 degrees just to keep things from freezing in here when we're out and about. The other things I've done, the other problem with the van was the thermocline developed. You can see how high I have the fireplace, and that's because I want it to be at eye level, so when I'm in bed or we're over there sitting or doing whatever, we can look at the fire, because not only is it a heater, it's aesthetically pretty. I like the look of it. You get a real fireplace cozy feel out of it. So I put it up higher. The only problem with that is you'll get a thermocline will develop. So you'll have warm air up here, and down at the floor level it'll get cold. So I installed this fan to deal with that problem, and that's pushing the air straight down here. I got this on Amazon. I'll link it below also, and it uses very little power. Has an on-off switch back here and 4 different speeds. I've got it on the high speed right now, and it's not very loud even on the high speed, so you could easily sleep with this the way it is. And that will push the warm air down to the floor and let it circulate so that you don't get that thermocline develop where it's cold in here. The other things that I've done, let's start with the things that are really cool first. I got all the window trims in. Got your shades, your screens, I want this to slant. They stick together with the magnet. I got those put up on all the windows. Before I installed the fireplace, I had to put this piece of wood back here on a 45-degree angle to point out into the room here. So I did that, and then I've also been working on priming and sealing all of this area, which I'm not done yet. But I needed to get this heater in here so I could have some heat, so I could do more of this. Because even though I've got the wood stove and we can get it up in the low 60s in here, it still takes a couple hours to get there. So now I should be able to come and I can get it warm in here in just a couple of minutes. I can prime and paint, and I can leave this on. This will run at this setting for about 140 hours on one 20-pound propane bottle. And I do not have this propane hooked up. Right now this is temporarily hooked up with a propane bottle in here. And then I can change that out real quickly while I'm finishing. So I need to take all of this propane system out of here. Insulate, prime, and paint. Prime and epoxy all of this area. So I'm going to have to pull all this propane out. So this will allow me to have some heat in here, and I can leave it on overnight and let everything dry in here, whether it's primer, paint, glue, whatever I'm working on at a certain time. So anyway, that's pretty much the update for now. I'm excited for progress, and I'll have another video up when I have some more to tell you. Until next time.